Too many times, all of us are guilty of not counting the blessings. You count the problems in your life. To hell with all that, you know? I mean, this is a great example. What an attitude. That's what it takes. But it takes people like Vasso to get it done. I had a whole bunch of things I want to say about you, Vasso, but I can't see them now because tears are coming down and I can't see beyond. So all I'm going to say is that this is a lady who, because she had issues in her family when she needed some help because of traumatic situations, she was willing to get through that. She learned, she understood that everyone is in this together. She lent her heart to her family. Thus, she wanted to lend her heart to other families because she knew firsthand what it was like to overcome some of these situations. And because of that, this became a reality. And because of that, you're helping people who really need help. And I salute you for that as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the founder, the executive director of Lending Hearts, Vasso Paliouras.
Fozzie, where are you? He said to me, why aren't you opening up with speaking first? And now, you're right, Fozzie. I'm a little too emotional to speak after Samantha, so please bear with me. Good evening and welcome to the 2016 Lending Hearts Gala. I can't believe how far we've come. This is a very special evening, as the past year has been tremendous, a very monumental year for the organization, and none of it would have been possible without all of you and your support. It keeps my heart moving forward. And we'd like to thank all of our sponsors here this evening, and especially to our Silver Ribbon sponsors, Amgen. Thank you for your tremendous support. None of this would also be possible without our amazing board of directors, board of advisors, and executive committee members. Fozzie Greavy, Becky Rickard, Michelle Eichler, Shane Wheeler, Dr. James Bettler, Jessica Brooks, Tris Coffin, Mary Nell Cummings, Christina Dickerson, Susan Frank, Chad Hilliard, Tim King, Maggie Maloney, Dr. Mark Sosinski, Jessica Tonti, John Bettis, Michael Callaghan, Tom Conaboy, Margaret Diamond, Janelle Hall, Dawn Ickert, Danita Knight, Charlie LaValle, Dr. Stanley Marks, George Omidos, and Dr. George Sokas. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to give a million thanks to our tremendous gala chairwomen, Mary Jo Capizzoli, Maggie Maloney, and Jessica Tonti. It has been the absolute greatest pleasure to work and learn from these amazing women. They made a lot of changes this year, and I think all of you will agree that they did a spectacular job. So let us begin. My journey starts on February 5th, 2004, when my then sister, 17 years old at the time, was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's disease. I was also told that very same morning that my unborn baby I was carrying should be terminated due to life-threatening illnesses. It was a very dark day for our family, but the light was turned on by the outpouring of love, support, and prayers from countless individuals. I always refer to those people as the original Lending Hearts, those who gave of themselves because their love kept us moving forward. Miraculously, that July, my son was born healthy and strong. And after a long journey, my sister went into remission and remains there to this day. Recently, some people have said to me, can you imagine if your sister never got sick, Lending Hearts wouldn't exist? On the one hand, that is just so strange for me to think and look at it that way. But I do like to consider it the good that came from such a difficult time. And of course, I am blessed with my sweet, beautiful son. Although the concept for Lending Hearts came to me in 2004, I didn't share my thoughts until February 2011. I needed to know if an organization like Lending Hearts could exist. Upon sharing my vision, there was a whirlwind of amazing individuals who came together to support the idea. Dr. Stanley Marks, Thea Martin, Becky Rickard, Shane Wheeler, Tris Coffin, Janelle Hall, and Charlie LaValle were just among some of the few who came together and made it all happen. By June of that year, we had our first board member meeting, and we were up and running. We thought we had plenty of time to figure out how we would start programming, but that December, as Samantha said, we had our first event, and she was one of our first members. Lending Hearts was founded to provide emotional and social support to children and young adults with cancer and their families through unique activities and community outreach. And almost 5 years later, we have been able to provide educational, cultural, recreational opportunities to our families, such as touring behind the scenes rooms at the Carnegie Museum of Natural History, bowling with Jerome Bettis, and hands-on art education at the Warhol Museum, to name just a few. So much has taken place in this past year. As you saw in the video, just last month, we had the sensational experience of creating the ballet Unseen with Maria Caruso and Bodyography Contemporary Ballet Company. We also started our very own monthly art therapy program that we house at Allegheny Health Network's Wexford Health and Wellness Pavilion. We have now been approved to start in just 2 weeks a bi-weekly Lending Hearts yoga program within the inpatient oncology unit at Children's Hospital Pittsburgh of UPMC. This program is not only the first for the oncology department, but for the entire hospital. We are honored and privileged to have these opportunities. We have also completed phase 1 of the Lending Hearts app, which we created with the Entertainment Technology Center of CMU, and we are completing the approval and publishing process for iTunes and now currently on Google Play. We would like to begin phase 2 with CMU faculty and students this fall. It has been truly a beautiful experience welcoming families into the organization, watching growth and friendships develop, as well as the community partnerships we have been able to establish. The centerpieces on your tables are reflective of a couple of our family activities that we have created with our friends. One is a screen print created at the Warhol Museum, and the other was from our Painting with the Penguins experience at the National Aviary. All centerpieces are for sale and may be purchased using the small envelopes on your table, so please feel free to take the paintings, and you can simply leave the envelopes behind. Lending Hearts would not have been possible without the foundation of gratitude and love from everyone lending their hearts for the compassion and support of others. And that is all thanks to you. Each year, we have grown substantially in the number of families we have been able to support, as well as in the number of quality programs we have developed. Every family has their own journey, but all are the same in their need for support and community. A child or young adult with cancer is not the same as an older individual. Their fears and setbacks are different, their outlook on the future is different, and the physical, emotional, and mental health impacts are different. Your support in being here tonight not only allows us to provide all that we do throughout the year, but together we are raising awareness, hope, and strength. Education and awareness are extremely important, and that is why, in addition to our family programming efforts and monthly lunches at Children's Hospital, we have presented school nurse educational seminars, as well as our signature community awareness event, Kites Take Flight for Childhood Cancer. We feel it is our responsibility to inform and engage others about childhood and young adult cancer, and it is our responsibility to have that impact on the community. When a child or young adult is diagnosed, it isn't just the family who experiences the pain, but also classmates, teachers, neighbors, friends, colleagues, and employers. The impact of childhood and young adult cancer is felt for life, and the need for doctors of all specialties and medications are needed along the way. Each and every family and community partner that has been a part of Lending Hearts holds a very special place in my heart. Samantha, I thank you for your beautiful words, and you certainly have your place in my heart and in the life of the organization. I would now like to introduce all of you to another dynamic person who has their special place with us. We first met the Rowe family in September of 2014. Doug and Natalie have been blessed with a daughter and a set of triplets. One of the triplets, Sweet Charlie, was diagnosed with cancer and fought a strong 17-month battle. In September 2015, Charlie passed away at the age of 4. Charlie has and will always hold a place in the hearts of everyone who knew him. Charlie is our first Lending Hearts child to pass away. It was a very upsetting and difficult time for all of us. And I would now like to ask everybody to rise and stand and take a moment of silence in honor of his memory.